Carefully evaluating this class of Holstein 4-year-old cows, my placing is 1-4-2-3. Today I started out with the most complete 1, as she carried the most youthful appearing udder in the class. Having a tighter, wider redder attachment, 1 carried an udder that was with more blooming capacity throughout, holding it higher above the hocks. She possessed a forudder that was pleasurable to the eye as she was more securely attached to her body wall. 1 excelled in frame and stature as she was the tallest at the point of withers and a longer, stretchier cow from the tip of her nose to the end of her pins. She was harder down her top line and carries this advantage of frame into her rump structure, having a more desirable slope and length from hooks to pins when viewed from the side. In addition, 1 possessed more sweep and openness to her rib as they pointed more directly towards her rear udder. However, I do admit that 4 was more nearly level on her udder floor, noting that 1 had a reverse tilt. It is 4's overall advantage in body capacity that allows me to place her over 2 in my intermediate placing. 4 boasts total body circumference as she had more width to her chest floor, was fuller in her crops, and had more spring at the top of her fore and rear rib. 4 was deeper in her heart and carries this depth throughout her chest floor and into her barrel. When compared to 2, 4 carried a more complete udder as she had a tighter, wider redder attachment and held her udder floor higher off the ground. She excelled in style, balance, and symmetry of the mammary system as she was nearly level on her udder floor and had a more ideal teat size, shape, and placement. Although I do admit that 2 had a longer, smoother blending attachment into her body wall. In my bottom placing of 2/3, 2 had the advantage of dairy strength, as she was cleaner about her head and neck, sharper at the point of withers, chiseled down her top line, and more angular over her hooks and pins. In addition, 2 tracked out on the most desirable set of feet and legs in the class. Having her thurls more centrally placed, she had a more ideal set to her hock, was stronger in her pasterns and deeper in her heel, thus allowing her to move about the ring with more style and fluidity. Though I admire 3 falls to the bottom of the class today. She carried the most mature udder, having the lowest redder attachment and having her udder floor held below her hocks. For this, she can place no higher. For these reasons, I place this class of Holstein 4-year-old cows 1-4-2-3.